In the UK, there are just 23 restaurants that hold 2 Michelin stars. And out of that 23, only 2 of them are focused on Indian cuisine. There's OMG up in Birmingham, and behind me here, we'll wait for this big posh Rolls Royce to go past. We have Gymkhana. Yes, I am in London's Mayfair. Rolls Royces everywhere. None of them belonging to me, sadly. Anyway, what can I tell you about Gymkhana? It's been open since 2013. Just 1 year later, it gained its first Michelin star, and it held that star for 10 years until 2024, when it was upgraded to a 2 Michelin star venue. Now that, to me, tells not just consistency, but looking to strive to improve. I am expecting great things at this restaurant. I've heard the lamb chops are insane. I've heard the butter chicken is something else. There's all sorts of things on the menu I want to try. So come on, let's get inside and get some proper curry in my belly. Oh, I'm excited. So I've come inside and been seated, and what an opulent space this is. It is beautiful. Fabulous seating, nice kind of plush interior, dimmish lighting, kind of gives you an atmosphere. Feels a bit like an Indian gentleman's club in a way. Great designs on the wall. I love it, love it. Inundated with menus by the very helpful staff here who've actually come through and talked us through a lot of the options on the menu, which has been really, really useful. There's our drinks menu there. There's our set lunch menu there. On the back of this big one, you've got tasting menus, but we're going to go on the a la carte. It's kind of split into different sections where there's startery type options, main course options, and all your veggie sides and sundries. There's some great sounding things on here. Now, a couple of things are definite that we just have to go for, okay? The lamb chops, their signature dish. Got to go for the lamb chops. And their butter chicken is apparently world-renowned. Now, today, I know you often see me going for like really spicy curries. I'm not going to be doing that, okay? I don't want anything that's going to overpower the palate so I don't enjoy the other stuff. I mean, there's a pork cheek vindaloo on the menu, which sounds great, but I'm not going there today. Not going there. What am I going to have? I think I'm going to take some advice from the waiters. There's a couple of dishes they've mentioned that sound really good. Get an order in and we'll bring you back to have a look what we've got. First dish has arrived. This is the kid goat. Waiter's recommendation, this is a starter. Come and take a little look at this. So it's like a minced goat with all sorts of different spices in there. And then it comes with this little onion and lime on the side and little buns here. Now the idea with this is you take the onion and you mix it in with the goat. You give a squeeze of lime, put that in there, and then you build your own bun. Now, are the chefs a bit lazy? Can they not do this in the kitchen? Or is it just part of the experience? I'll let you guys be the judge of that. I reckon it's just part of the experience myself. Got a fiery little chilli there. We're going to avoid that for now though. Like I said, I don't want anything to ruin the tastes, the flavours and the sensations. Here we go. So we're going to mix the onion into this. You can see the consistency of it. Nice thick consistency there. And we're going to get a little squeeze of this tiny little lime. There we are. Grab one of these buns. Excuse fingers. And load it up. Load it up. Here we go. The bun is toasted. Oh, it's like the poshest little burger in the world, this, isn't it? I think I've probably put a bit too much on there. I'm going to end up getting in a right mess here, aren't I? Oh, it smells insane. Like a sort of spice explosion. Not in a hot, spicy way. Just good spices. Oh, come on. That is something else. It's so soft and luxurious. There is a nice background heat to it, actually, which surprised me a little bit. I wasn't expecting that at all. But it's just the blend of the spices, the consistency of the goat mince in there. It's soft, luxurious. I mean, look at it. Wow. And in this little bun, it is brilliant. Really is good. And the great thing is there's a load left over that I can just pile onto my plate and dive into as well. Yum, 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 yum. Tell you what, if this is anything to go by, the rest of the meal is going to be a real treat. What a feast. I said after that starter, that was anything to go by. We were in for a treat for the main course. And by the looks of things, it seems we are. The lamb chops here. Really thick looking lamb chops. With a beautiful little chutney kind of thing on the side to go with that. Look at this. Lamb shank Rogan Josh. The sauce looks really smooth. Normally Rogan Josh you expect kind of big chunks of tomato and onion in. They've obviously blitzed that down to you've just got the flavours in there. We've got that bread basket here, we've got garlic naan, we've got butter naan, there's roti in there, and the rice. But here, let me pick this up and show you. The butter chicken. It's their signature curry dish. Oh, it looks gorgeous. And smells just as good, let me tell you. Right, waiter's recommendation, start with the lamb chops, get them while they're hot. So here we go. Like I say, look how thick that is. Beautifully barbecued. So you've got all those nice caramelised bits on there. And I think the best thing to do is just to cut this right down the middle and we'll see how it's cooked inside. You see how little pressure I'm putting on that as I cut it. It is a sharp knife, but that is incredibly tender and beautifully pink lamb. Oh, I'm almost speechless about just how good it looks without even how good it tastes. That is insanely good. I mean, look at it. All that charring on there is all flavour. It's been marinated. You've got a little bit of chilli spice there. But again, not overpowering, not taken away from the flavour of that lamb. It is beautiful. I'm struggling to think of a time I've had a better mouthful of lamb than I just had then. Let's see what this chutney adds to the party. Let's see what this adds. A little bit of sourness, a little bit of sharpness, but the star is still that lamb. Wow. I'll tell you what, I'm going to finish this up because I'm not going to eat this stuff until I finish this lamb chop. So come back to me in a minute when I've eaten this lamb and we'll talk about the other dishes. I finished up that lamb chop. It was sensational. And it's really clever cooking as well. Obviously that's cooked in the tandoor, which is where you're getting that kind of caramelisation on the outside, where it sort of kisses on that marinade. But the inside is still nice and juicy. And the way they've achieved that, I think, is because they're using a thicker piece of meat. Most lamb chops you get in a curry place, they're quite thin, aren't they? And it's easy for them to go tough. Thicker piece of meat there, nice and juicy, nice and tender. It's next level, next level. Talking of next level, have you ever seen anything as beautiful as this? Lamb shank Rogan Josh. Now, how am I going to attack this? I think what I might do is try and make it into like a proper curry. So if I pick up the bone here, look at the amount of meat on there. There's an awful lot on there, isn't there? And if I cut some of this off and put it into the sauce, in fact, I'm using a sharp knife there. I'm not sure I need it. I can probably do that with a spoon. My goodness me. We thought the lamb chops were tender. Look at this, just coming away from the bone with a spoon. That is exceptional. Okay, I'm going to have to bring some of this over to my plate now. That sauce is as glossy as a Claudia Winkleman tan. Oh, beautiful. Come on. Now, is this lamb going to be as tender as the lamb chop was? It's obviously going to be slow cooked. It's a lamb shank. I almost barely touched that and it fell apart. Look at it. Oh. And the sauce, like I said before, so smooth. Normally you expect a Rogan Josh to have sort of lumps of tomato and of onion. But this has been blitzed up. But it still has that really familiar flavour. Oh, and a nice kick to it too. Rich, flavoured with the lamb, which is juicy and tender. I'll tell you what, I am like a kid in a sweet shop in this place at the moment. There's an intensity of flavour to that sauce that you won't find in a typical curry house. It's a real depth, a complexity. And that's from the heavy use of spices, but really clever blending of them. That is, without doubt, the best Rogan Josh I have ever eaten. And believe me, I've eaten a few. Okay, come on, go to one side a little bit. We'll turn the plate around. It's time for butter chicken. Now, butter chicken is something I wouldn't normally go for on a menu, because I find it a little bland in a lot of places. But this, apparently, is their signature dish. Plenty of pieces of chicken in there and big lumps as well. Look at them. Again, a really rich, glossy-looking sauce. There we go. Just get a little bit of that on there. You can see the herbs within. What is going to make this special? I don't know. But something apparently does. The chicken, again, barely needs to be cut. It just falls apart. Okay, come on. Show me what makes you special. I said a minute ago, I don't order butter chicken because I find it bland. That is not bland in any way. And it's almost surprising because there is a little level of chili spice in there, which you wouldn't normally find. You can still pick up all that sort of creaminess, little tomato base in there. But the surprise is that little kick. Oh, I'll tell you what, if butter chicken was like this everywhere, I'd order it a lot more often. I tell you what, the chefs in this place really know what they're doing. They really know what they're doing. I wonder if they want to come round my house and cook me a curry every Friday night. That is incredible. I haven't touched on the side dishes yet. I'm going to crack into them in a second. Oh, the flavours in my mouth right now are incredible. Incredible. This is not like a curry I've had anywhere else before, let me tell you. Do you know what? I was going to wait, but we're going to get in with a naan. I'm going to go with a plain naan, actually. The garlic naan might kind of overtake some of the flavours, but come on. Let's rip this. Get it into the sauce. We'll go with a Rogan Josh sauce. This is how the Indians do it, isn't it? You get in with your bread. You get your sauce on there. That is so good. Just with the bread. I mean, I can have that on toast every morning for me breakfast. Do the same with the butter chicken as well. Come on. It's really nice naan bread. So I keep saying naan bread. We shouldn't say naan bread, should we? We'll get told off. It's just naan. I'm going to tell you what. That's not naan out of 10, that's 10 out of 10. I haven't even touched the rice. Rice is rice, isn't it? But I'll sum that up in a bit. I'm almost speechless. I'm blown away by how good this is. It's not cheap, don't get me wrong. It's 2 Michelin starred food. But some things are just worth paying for sometimes. I'm going to crack on. Pudding stomach has been activated. That was a great feast, it really was. And I've just got to try and see what their dessert menu is like. Now, I've got a cardamom flavoured rice pudding here. Now, it's a little bit dark in the room, so I've asked the cameraman to get his torch out so you can have a little look at this work over the top of here. That little sort of biscuity, wafery element on the top. Then you've got the cardamom rice pudding and a mango sorbet in the middle of it. That looks beautiful. And I'm going to mess it up now. So here we go. Crack it open, apparently, is the way to go. And then just dig down in. Get a bit of everything. We'll get some mango sorbet. We'll get some of the rice pudding. We'll get some of this. I don't know, it's almost like a tweel, I suppose, isn't it? Put that on the top. And go for it. That's got almost a oh, blimey. Cameraman's coming in for a close-up there. You can see how excited I am. It's got almost a honey sweetness to it. And I think that's coming from the mango sorbet. The rice pudding, I mean, that is not like the rice pudding your nan used to make, is it? With a big skin on the top that had been in the oven for like 8 hours. This is indulgent. Oh, there's fresh mango in there too. There's a lovely little burst of sweetness. You wouldn't think of using basmati rice for a rice pudding. It's not as absorbent as some other rices. But it really works. It's very soft. The cardamom in that milkiness really works. And then you get those little hints of mango. This is, again, I've used it before about the flavour combinations on the starter and the mains. It's just clever. The balance is beautiful. It really is. The textures are different. The temperatures of the not ice cream, sorbet and the rice pudding. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Right. I'm going to get myself a bath filled up with this and sit in it for a couple of days. And when I've done that, I'll get the bill and we'll go and talk about it outside. So here I am in Greeno Park. Well, Green Park, but good enough, eh? Last time I was here, finishing up a review, do you remember that? I'd been to Hyde just down the road for breakfast. The worst Michelin star experience I'd ever had. It was shocking. Today, I've been to 2 Michelin stars, haven't I? And do you know what? It's a lot better. Now, I was going to come out here and sit in one of these deck chairs to finish up, because look, beautiful green colour. Fits the brand, doesn't it? But you know what? They want to charge me £4 to sit in one of these. And I've run out of money after that lunch. It wasn't a cheap one. It wasn't a cheap one, but I gotta say, that is, without doubt, the best Indian meal I've ever had. No question about it. No question about it. It's got 2 stars, and I can't argue with that at all. The service, the venue, the quality of the food, the explanation of everything from the staff. Everybody knew everything about every dish. Oh, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Let's talk quickly through everything we had. Started off with that kid goat, the minced up goat. Oh my goodness me. That was special, really special. I was chatting to one of the guys who runs the place and he said we missed out by not ordering the extra little thing that comes with it, which I think is actually goat brain on the top. Yeah, I'm not sure I believe him, but maybe I'll try it one day. We had the lamb chops special. Now they are £69, the lamb chops. That's a lot of money, I know. But these weren't your ordinary lamb chops from a curry place. They were thick, really good quality meat, cooked in that tandoor oven at a really high heat, caramelised the outside, kept the inside super, super juicy. Beautiful. Where are you off to, cameraman? Hello? Over this way. Very good. Anyway, the chicken butter masala, butter chicken, £35 for that. But again, beautiful. Not like one I've ever had before. Lamb shank Rogan Josh. That's it. Keep it pointed at me. That was £38. But did you see the quality of that meat? It came away from the bone with a spoon. How good is that? How long have I had to cook that lamb to get that kind of tenderness? We got the bread basket, we got the basmati rice, the rice pudding at the end. Oh, absolute dream. £12 that rice pudding was. Not cheap for a pudding, but it was exceptional quality. Anyway, as you can tell, it's not a cheap meal. But if you want to treat yourself and you want the best curry in the country, the best I've ever had, this is where you want to be coming. Gymkhana in Mayfair. It is sensational. I've got to come up with a score. I mean, is there anything there you can take any points off for? Of course not. Even at the pricing we're talking about, it still feels like good value. It's easy 5 out of 5, 5+, no problem at all. Does it get Greeno's green light? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It was spectacular. And if you think this video was as spectacular as that meal, hey, nice little segue there, isn't it? Click a thumbs up on the video for me, have a little look around the vault. All the other stuff I always ask you to do, you know, subscribe, ding your bell, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, am I going to sit down in a deck chair and sunbathe here in the middle of London? Yeah, maybe. Are they going to charge me £4? Oh, he's coming, Parky's coming, come on, off we go. Quick, he's going to charge you £4.